Alright, so what I'm doing here is putting up tomato trellises. I have 2 8-foot T-posts that I have in the ground 2 feet, so they're sticking up 6 feet. I'm going to put 2 more here for more rigidity. So what I did with the ground here, if you don't have great soil, I would suggest you get your soil tested. I'll put a link to that video here. What I added here was compost and manure, laid it all out, and then with the shovel I dug down into the ground as deep as I can go with the shovel and then turned it over. After I'd done that, I tilled it in real good. And then once I get the trellis and ready to plant, I'm going to sprinkle in some of the minerals from my soil test. Now what we're going to be doing here is I'm going to put 2 more T-posts, I'm going to put the cattle panel up here, and I'll show you how to do that next. Alright, so what I basically did is laid a tape measure on the ground and I spaced the 16 feet, divided it by 3 spaces, because that's how many spaces we have, and it comes out to 5.33, which equates to 5 feet 4 inches, basically. And you want them nice and straight and parallel. Now I want you to raise it up so it's about a foot off the ground. About about right there. And hold it there, okay? There we go. Hold it there. Go. Wait, get your fingers out of there.
How are you gonna know it's the same height?
Use a high precision technique called eyeballing. Okay, let go. Alright, that's good enough. Alright guys, that is about it for this trellis. I got 3 more to do. I picked these up at Tractor Supply. They are 16 feet long by 50 inches from top to bottom. Now I raised them up a foot off the ground, so when the tomato gets about a foot tall, you can start training it up the trellis here. Another cool thing about this is I'm going to be planting my tomatoes approximately 2 feet apart, but you can zigzag them, plant one on this side, one on the other, one on this side, one on the other. And utilize both sides. More tomato plants, more tomatoes. And let's see what else here. The opening is nice. You can just reach over to, you don't have to walk to the other side. If you're already on this side, you see a nice juicy tomato there, just pick it. So that's what's nice about the openings here. Another cool thing, you can use this for, obviously, you can use it for cucumbers and any kind of vining, squash, or gourd. I have a Italian gourd that I grow. It's called guguzza, and it's vining. And what I'll be doing is putting a top to this. I'll put another candle paddle up here and reinforce it with electrical conduit. I got a video to that too, actually, and I'll put that up here. That's in my other garden, but I'm going to build one here also. It's got a candle panel roof, reinforced with electrical conduit. So what this vining plants do is they'll crawl up and they'll go over the top, and all the squash will hang down. So they're really fun and interesting to grow. They're delicious too. Wiring it. Make sure you get some good gauge wire. I'm not sure what gauge this is, but you know, make sure feel it. Make sure it's pretty tough. And wire them real good, and when you wire them, make sure they're bent down so you don't go poking yourself. And that is about it, guys. Very simple to do. It's nice if somebody helps you, like my wife. And things go move along much faster that way. Planting season is right around the corner for us here in East Texas. We're at the end of February now. A lot of our cold hardy plants I already planted, like your collards and your cabbage and things like that. The garlic and onions, we already planted those. So probably mid-March is usually our last frost, chance of frost here. But I'll keep an eye on the weather. If I can plant earlier, I will. Maybe next week we will see. But yeah. It's right around the corner, and I'll be having a lot of gardening videos, and all the my fruit trees are also all budding now, or a lot of them are starting to bud. So spring is around the corner, and we will have a lot more videos. All right, guys, appreciate you watching, and I will see you in the next video. Thanks.